What is going on, nerds and nerdettes? It's your boy Stevie B with one of them rare haul videos. I know I'm slacking. Like, what can I say? But the good news is Amy has gone back to work, so things are starting to settle down a little bit, and and we got that. We're gonna get that two incomes coming in again, like we had before. So that's a good thing. The bad news is that your boy's car took a crap on him. Yeah, the old Explorer, transmission's going out in it, so we had to trade it off. And so it was paid off, so now I'm back under car payments again. $300 a month. The pain of it all. But I got a decent car. Got me a 2017 Toyota RAV4, and I know some of y'all are like, oh, not the RAV4, but they're good little cars, good little SUVs, just a small SUV. But when you're in a pinch and you got to have something, you try to get the best you can get with the money you got, and that's was more than I could afford, but we're gonna make it work. So there you have it. So that's it. That's it for what's going on with me. Sat down, laid in bed last night, and watched Thunderbolts. Pleasantly surprised, actually. Was a really good movie, considering, it was, they cast, a bunch of B-list characters in it. And yeah, you can roast me in the comments and go, Winter Soldier's not a B-lister. Kind of. But, it had Winter Soldier, U.S. Agent, John Walker, Ghost, the second Black Widow, the sister, and Sentry, and Red Guardian. Those were there's your new Avengers. So apparently, I have mixed emotions about it. That's going to be the Avengers team leading us into the MCU. As I said, kind of some B-listers, to be honest with you. I liked U.S. Agent. I liked how they cast him. I liked the cast of everybody. Red Guardian, I'm not a fan of that character at all. But hopefully, they will get a few upgrades. So, cross your fingers for that. But anyway, I do got a bit of a haul for you today. So, it's kind of a couple weeks worth, because it's, I've been buying maybe one or two comics at a time. That's about all I got in my budget right now. I haven't been able to buy any of the bigger stuff for a while. I probably won't for a while. But we shall see what happens. Who knows? Maybe once or twice a year I might be able to pull the trigger on a bigger book. But for now, we'll just go through. Got a couple of non-comic items that I can't wait to share with you. But let's dig into the comics right off the bat. First up, Volume 7, Amazing Spider-Man #1. Wasn't going to get it. Had no interest in it. First appearance of Hellgate. Whether that pans out or not, who knows. But then I saw the cover. And there's somebody on Instagram that said, do you buy comic books for the story? Do you buy them for the interior art? Or do you buy them strictly for the cover art? I buy them for every reason. There's no set reason why you got to buy comics. You buy comics because you love them. For whatever reason you love them. you know, you buy them, and that's your prerogative. You know, as two brothers used to say before they just, you know, disappeared into thin air and quit doing YouTube videos. Miss you guys, wish you'd come back. Wink Ink, miss you, wish you'd come back. He keeps teasing. Wink keeps teasing that he's going to come back, showing these little videos. Ooh, getting stuff ready, getting stuff. And I'm like, you've been teasing us for so long. You either shit or get off the pot, damn it. But miss these guys. But at any rate, this was a cover by. Strictly a cover by one of my absolute favorite artists, Lee Bermejo. And that is just a nasty cover. I don't care what anybody says. Lee Bermejo does it right. And I absolutely love his artwork. He is responsible for probably my favorite cover of all time. Let's get it in here. That one right there. Suicide Squad versus Justice League. #1. Nasty cover. Though Wonder Woman just curb stomping Harley Quinn's face into the ground. Such a great cover. But this is, like I said, this is a complete cover by. I just absolutely loved it. Reminiscent of Alex Ross, who I also love for the very same reason. That photorealism type artwork they do. You know, where the costume isn't skin tight. It's kind of baggy on him. And, I mean, it just looks like somebody took a photograph of it, and it's just amazing. So, could not wait to get that. Next up, yes, you knew there wasn't, this video would not be complete without some foil facsimiles, because, you know, your boys just eat up with them. Just eat up with them. This is More Fun Comics number 73. This is the first appearance of Aquaman, the first appearance of Green Arrow, and the first appearance of Speedy in that beautiful foil. Beautiful foil. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. I'm so much enjoying these foil facsimiles. I went through all of them with the exceptions of the ones that I'm showing you right now in a extremely long video. If you can sit through the whole live broadcast we did of them, then check it out in my playlist. Next up, we got The Brave and the Bold presents Teen Titans number 60. This is the first appearance of Wonder Girl with that iconic cover. I actually have this one. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe I don't have this one. I'm such a Teen Titans collector. Surely I have this one. I can't remember. I'm old and I drink. That's a lie. I don't really drink. Yo, I know y'all are thinking, man, if you don't drink, I'd lie to people and just tell them you're a raging drunk. That would explain a lot. But I don't really drink that much, to be honest with you. On occasion, once in a while, I'll have a beer or two or a mixed drink. I get a whole bottle of unopened Crown Royal Reserve in my liquor cabinet that I haven't even cracked open. And there are days when I think, oh God, crack that sumbitch open and let's go. Because my story, y'all know I worked at Come and Go. Come and Go got bought out. If you're from the west coast, around the Idaho area, western part of the United States, you've probably heard of Mavericks convenience stores. Maverick bought all the Come and Go's, every one of them. Not sure. The rumor is it was a $4 billion endeavor. So I don't know, but let me tell you, it's been really stressful. The adjustment from Come and Go's policies and technologies and everything is quite the adjustment. As far as efficiency and technology goes, I think they took a couple steps backwards from where Come and Go was, because Come and Go, I mean, it was all about ease of operation. Yeah, I know. My hands are filthy. I just got done mowing, so give me a break. Hence, no tank top today. Rockin' Shine Down, baby. Right on, brother. Right on. Love me some Shine Down. But anyway, so it's been pretty stressful at work. Everybody's stressed out. We've already lost 2 people. We're about to lose a third because he's about fed up. It's a grind, but toughen it out. I've been there too long and I'm too old to start over. So toughen it out. So no more come and go, guys. I know you got so much fun making fun of the name of that store, spelt K-U-M. I know how much fun you guys had making fun of that store. So now it's Maverick without a C, M-A-V or M-A-V-E-R-I-K, Maverick, because you can't spell it like normal because that would be stupid, I guess. But next up, we got Fantastic Four number 4, full facsimile, first Silver Age appearance of the Submariner, how you pronounce it, however you want to pronounce it. For the longest time I called him Submariner, but now I realize that I think Submariner is a little more, sounds better anyway, if nothing else. But I think that's the correct pronunciation of it. Cool cover. But yeah, loving these. I'm loving that they did so well that Marvel has jumped on board, and and they're starting to do some foil facsimiles. Love that. Who wouldn't want to see a full facsimile of Torment? That would be excellent. I think that would be awesome. And last but not least of the comic books, I have a facsimile of this. I think I have a foil. I actually have a foil facsimile of this. Yeah, well, yeah, I do. I do have a foil facsimile of this, but this is a standard comic book format. And when I bought this one, I thought, oh crap, I already have one of those. Well, no, I don't, because this is the oversized. This is the oversized facsimile. Now, I think this is a Golden Age size book. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't collect Golden Age stuff for a couple reasons. Number one, I can't afford them. Most of them anything that I would want from the Golden Age, I can't afford. So, and the stuff I can afford is mostly that Gold Key stuff, the cartoon stuff, and I'm just not really into the cartoon stuff. I like my superheroes. But anyway, so this one won't fit in my box, in my short box, so I'm gonna have to add it to the Island of Misfit Toys, which I never went through when I did my foil facsimiles. I've got one of these days. If you're interested, I can go through my box that I call my Island of Misfit Toys and show you the kind of unique collectibles I got in there. There's a lot of Dark Child in there, a lot of Dark Child. I'm still holding Randy Queen to his word that Dark Child is coming. Like I said, I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know if it's, if he's going to do GoFundMe or something like that, and do it, or if he's just going to publish it independently. I don't know. Something tells me he's probably going to do it through crap. Now I can't remember. Not GoFundMe, but the other big one that all the comic book people go through that slips my mind. Again, I'm just old. But anyway, that is the foil facsimiles. That is the comic book haul for this week. But I got some other stuff I want to show you. Kind of cool. And I got these because I don't know if you guys know this, but if you go to Target and you sign up for their Target Circle debit card, which basically it's a rewards card that links your bank account with the Target Rewards program, so you can pay with your rewards card, and then it pays, and then it adds your rewards to, so you don't have to put in a rewards card and then put in payment. It's just all in one card. Maverick also has one called a Nitrous card. Well, I can't show it to you. It's got my card number on it. But, well, I can. But, yeah. But it's the same thing. The only downside to these rewards debit card type things is they don't post to your account for up to 3 or 4 business days, which means if you live in paycheck to paycheck and you're checking your bank account to see how much money you got in there, and it doesn't show that $50 you paid for in gas, and you forgot that you did it, you could overdraft because it ain't posted yet, but it's still out there. So there is a downfall, but I signed up for it because they give you a $50 gift card, essentially, or coupon, basically. It's more like a coupon because you have to spend over $50 to get $50 off. So you have to spend $50 and a penny, essentially. So I was like, well, shit, I'll get $50 worth of free shit. I'll take that just to sign up for it. I'll never use it. I used it once while we were there just to see, and sure enough, it took like 3 days for it to post the few groceries that I bought from there. But their grocery section is pretty minuscule, and they don't have anything that I like in it. So, but I did use their $50 gift card, which is their coupon. It's kind of a pain in the ass if you do it online, because there's a lot of small print. You can't use it for that. Can't use it for that. Tried to use it for a sound bar. I was going to get me a little sound bar for the TV. Said, nah, you can't apply $50 towards your sound bar. And I was like, apparently you can't use it. You have to use it through items that are shipped and carried by Target. They do like Walmart. They do have some third-party sellers that they sponsor and they put on there. So if you try to buy through one of them, you can't use it. So I bought some stuff from Target. This I had to buy because the 2 items that I wanted didn't quite add up to $50. So I had to buy one more little thing to get it just over $50. So I spent $4 altogether. I spent $54 altogether, so I had to pay $4. But I got this really cool little Black Manta action figures with 2 surprise accessories inside. I don't know what they are. I haven't opened it to check it out. But at any rate, pretty cool. I'd love to get a Kotobukiya Black Manta figure, but I don't think Kotobukiya or Artifacts, however you know it by, I don't think they make a Black Manta that I'm aware of. I haven't really looked, but got that one. And next up, I do not have a single Riddler action figure in my collection, and I love Riddler, so I can't. Was trying to figure out, why don't I not have any Riddler? I'm looking at my action figures and go, make sure. Do I not? Am I sure? Because you never know with me. Again, I'm old. But so I got this McFarlane Toys Multiverse, DC Multiverse Riddler action figure, and I thought it was pretty cool. McFarlane, I mean, I held a grudge against him for years and years and years, based on a little interaction we had at a Comic-Con back when he was first getting started with Spawn, and Spawn was starting to blow up. He had a little bit of a complex about himself. He was a little full of himself at that time, and long story short, back in the day, back then in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, early 90s. Yeah, early 90s when Spawn came out. Comic Cons were way different than they are now. You used to pay to get in the door, and then you just stood in line to get shit signed. You didn't have to pay a fee. If you had your camera, you could take a picture with them. Didn't have to pay a fee. But now everybody's all about that dollar bill, and you have to pay to get a signature. You have to pay to take a selfie. You have to pay to breathe the same oxygen as they do, which is another reason why I don't go to cons for autographs very often, unless it's somebody spectacular. See, my two Frank Miller signatures, my boy Ryan Boone, he went to Dallas Expo and got those for me. If Frank Miller was here at local Comic-Con, I would have stood in line to get his signature, because he's a legend, and he's probably on my Mount Rushmore for comic book creators in general. So anyway, I am standing in line to get McFarlane's autograph, and I stood in line for, it was about a half hour, 45 minutes. So when I got up there, I had a stack Spawn 1 through 10. So that'll date it for you. Basically all my Spawns. And I understand etiquette. Some of them, I'll sign 3, get back in line. I'll sign 5, get back in line. Keep the line moving so everybody gets a chance. Totally fine with that. Got no problem. That's fair. Not a problem with it. So I fully expected him to say, I can sign a couple now, but you'll have to get in line so everybody else gets. And I was prepared for that. So I get down there and I got my stack of books. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" You could tell he just hated the fact that he had to be here in Northwest Arkansas to sign autographs. And so he was all butthurt anyway. And I said, "Hey, I got quite a few books. If you want to just sign a couple, I'm happy to get back in line." He goes, "How many you got?" I said, "The first 10 Spawns." And he goes, "Put him down there." And I'm like, "Really, dude?" And then he gets his marker out and he starts to, as he's starting to sign, he goes, "I'm going to start charging people for this shit." And then I just grabbed my Spawn number 1 and yanked it out of his hand. Got a big old silver streak marker down the front of the Spawn number 1. And I said, "You know what? Never mind. Didn't mean to put you out." I said, "It's when people don't want your autograph anymore that you should be a little pissy about it." I said, "The fact that anybody would stand in line for an hour just to get your signature," I said, "you need to show a little humility." And I turned around and walked off. I hated him for years. Wouldn't buy shit that he did. But I kind of got over it. I thought, you know what? He was new. Relatively new to the industry. And he was just coming up. And I thought, so now I'm thinking, maybe he's learned a little humility since then. And he appreciates his fans a little more. So I cut the guy some break. But I tell you that because I'm fixing to sing some praises for him. Back to the McFarlane toys. Just about everything McFarlane does is top quality anymore. His artwork's top quality. His action figures are top quality. I absolutely love the DC Multiverse line. I don't have very many of them, but it's not because I don't like them. I think now I own, 3. Really? That's all I got is 3? Holy crap, I thought I had more than that. Yeah, well, I got 3. Oh no, 4. I got the Batman Spawn 2-pack. I forgot about that, which is sick. But, so I got 4 of them, but it's not because I don't love them. It's just because, money. It was comic books or action figures, and I chose comic books. Speaking of number 4, I do not have one of these as well. And I'm looking at to complete my Justice League set. Well, actually, my Justice League or statues are all Kotobukiya. I got all the Justice League members of Kotobukiya, but I don't have Kotobukiya's statue of this guy. But this is the Connor Hawke version. But Green Arrow, and that's that DC Multiverse gold label. But again, trying to get the glare off of it. The detail is top notch. Absolutely love them. When McFarlane first started doing like sports figures, starting lineups and stuff like that, they were so intricate or so detail oriented and looked exactly like who they were supposed to. Then he did some X-Files stuff, looked just like Scully and Mulder. I mean, the sculpts were amazing. I always thought, you know, I would collect wrestling figures, but here's a hot take for you. They suck, okay? The likenesses suck. The real scan facial features that they do suck. I've never seen any of them that look even. I mean, I can't say they don't look close. They look close to who they're supposed to be, but in general, when you compare them to McFarlane stuff, they just suck. The wrestling figures suck, and so I think they should hire McFarlane Toys to do their wrestling figures and let him put some sculpting into them and get some likenesses right like they should, and I would buy them. I would buy them then. But at any rate, I've gone on for almost a half an hour now by the time the intro stuff comes in. But 2 new DC Multiverse action figures and this little Black Manta that I thought was cool, all for $4 at Target. So there's your life hack. Go to Target, sign up for the card. You don't have to use it. You just got to sign up for it and get approved and link your bank account. And I know people, that's another video. People think that linking your bank account gives the government access to all your shit. Well, the government already has access to everything they want to know about you. So stop wearing your tinfoil hats and move on with it. Anyway, but so that's going to do it for this haul video. Trying to think of some new content to try to do because comic books just are not floating around. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe of doing something that y'all seem to really love that I do, and that's bitch about stuff. So I'm thinking about just making a whole segment, non-comic book related, where I just talk about the things that piss me off and probably piss everybody off these days. Some controversial topics. If you'd be interested in seeing stuff like that, give your boy a holler in the comment section and say, yeah, get it. Be nice to rebrand, to do something completely different. I'm not going anywhere with the comic books. They're just going to be a little sparse, more sparse like they are now. Maybe, you know, once every other week, every 3 weeks even, or something, we'll do some comic book content. But yeah, I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say of things that piss me off. Almost every day something new pisses me off. So if you'd be interested in just watching a video of me bitching about the things that piss me off, let me know in the comments, and we'll see about getting that started, and we'll drop a link and get y'all signed up. But that is going to do it for this episode. Before you go, if you wouldn't mind, do those YouTube things I'd love for you to do. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.